Cultural heritage treks in Nepal. Nepal is a country with a rich cultural heritage, and there are many treks in Nepal that allow visitors to experience this cultural heritage up close. One of the most popular cultural heritage treks in Nepal is the Annapurna Circuit trek that allows visitors to experience the rich cultural heritage of the Annapurna region. The trek takes you through some of the most beautiful landscapes in the world, from lush green forests to high-altitude desert terrain. Along the way, you will encounter many traditional Nepalese villages and see ancient temples and monasteries. The trek begins in Bisi Sahar and follows the Masayangdi River through subtropical forests and terraced fields to the arid, high-altitude desert around Manang. From there, the trail crosses the Thorong La Pass, one of the highest mountains passes in the world, before descending to the pilgrimage site of Muktino and continuing on to Jomsom and the Kali Gandaki River Valley. The trek takes you through many traditional Nepalese villages, where you can experience the local culture and way of life. You will see ancient temples and monasteries and have the opportunity to learn about the customs and traditions of the people who live in this beautiful part of the Himalayas. The journey offers some of the most spectacular mountain scenery in the world. Likewise, the Everest Base Camp Trek is a popular trekking route in Nepal that allows visitors to experience the rich cultural heritage of the Khumbu region, while also getting up close to the world's highest mountain. The trek takes you through the traditional Sherpa villages of the Khumbu, where you can experience the local culture and traditions. Along the way, you will see ancient monasteries and stupas, and can learn about the customs and traditions of the Sherpa people who live in this beautiful part of the Himalayas. One of the highlights of the Everest Base Camp Trek is the chance to visit the Tengboche Monastery, which is one of the most important religious sites in the region. The monastery is the spiritual center of the Khumbu and is in a beautiful setting with stunning views of Mount Everest and the surrounding mountains. Another highlight of the trek is the opportunity to visit the Everest Base Camp, where you can see the world's highest mountain up close. Unlike Khumbu region, the Upper Mustang Trek is a unique trekking route that takes visitors through the remote and isolated Mustang region. This region is known for its unique Tibetan-influenced culture and traditions, which have been preserved over the centuries due to its isolation. The trek begins in Jomsom and follows the Kali Gandaki River upstream to the ancient walled city of Lomanthang. Along the way, you will see some of the most breathtaking landscapes in the Himalayas, including the spectacular Himalayan peaks and the arid, high-altitude desert terrain of Mustang. One of the attractions of the Upper Mustang Trek is the chance to experience the rich cultural heritage of the region. The trek takes you through many traditional Mustang villages, where you can experience the local culture and way of life. You will see ancient monasteries, stupas, and chautans, as well as beautiful examples of Tibetan architecture. The region is also home to many ancient cave dwellings, some of which are believed to date back more than 3,000 years. Another charm of the Upper Mustang Trek is the opportunity to visit the ancient walled city of Lomanthang, which is the cultural and religious center of the Mustang region. Another popular heritage trekking route in Nepal is the Longtong Valley Trek that takes visitors through the stunning landscapes of the Longtong region. The trek begins with a drive from Kathmandu to Sayabrubasi, where you will start your trek. From there, the trail follows the Longtong River through lush forests and traditional Tamang villages. Tamang people are one of the indigenous ethnic groups of Nepal, and their culture and traditions are an important part of the Longtong Valley Trek. As you trek through the region, you will see many traditional Tamang houses and farms, and can learn about their way of life. You will also see ancient monasteries and stupas and can learn about the customs and traditions of the people who live in this beautiful part of the Himalayas. One of the tourist attractions of the Longtong Valley Trek is the chance to visit the Kyanjin Gampa, an ancient Buddhist monastery. The monastery is an important religious site in the region and offers magnificent views of the surrounding mountains. Another high point of the trek is the chance to climb Zirkuri, a small peak located near Kyanjin Gampa. From the summit, you can enjoy breathtaking views of the Longtong region and the surrounding Himalayan peaks. Similarly, The Manaslu Circuit Trek is a popular trekking route in Nepal that takes trekkers through the stunning landscapes of the Manaslu region. The trek begins in the town of Sotikolu and follows the Budi Gandaki River through traditional Gurung and Tibetan villages. Along the way, you will see many ancient monasteries, stupas, and chautans, as well as beautiful examples of Tibetan architecture. One of the attractions of the Manaslu Circuit Trek is the chance to visit the ancient village of Samagorn. The village is home to many ancient monasteries and temples, as well as the famous Manaslu base camp. Another highlight of the trek is the opportunity to cross the Laukiala Pass. The pass offers enthralling views of the surrounding mountains and is a challenging but rewarding part of the trek. As you trek through the region, you will see many traditional Gurung and Tibetan houses and farms and can learn about their way of life. You will also see ancient monasteries and stupas and can learn about the customs and traditions of the people who live in this beautiful part of Nepal. Another mostly loved cultural heritage trek in Nepal is the Gore Pani Poon Hill Trek. The Gore Pani Poon Hill trekking route in Nepal takes visitors through the beautiful landscapes of the Annapurna region. The region is home to a unique culture and way of life, and the trek provides an opportunity to experience this firsthand. Along the way, you will see many ancient monasteries, stupas, and chautans, as well as beautiful examples of Gurung architecture. One of the features of the Gore Pani Poon Hill Trek is the chance to visit the village of Gore Pani. The village is home to many traditional Gurung houses and farms and is a popular stopover for trekkers on their way to Poon Hill. Another focus of the trek is the opportunity to climb Poon Hill. From the summit, you can enjoy breathtaking views of the Annapurna and Dhaulagiri mountain ranges. As you trek through the region, you will see many traditional Gurung houses and farms, and can learn about their way of life. Furthermore, the Kanchenjunga Circuit Trek is a challenging trekking route in Nepal that takes visitors through the remote landscapes of the Kanchenjunga region. The trek begins in the town of Tapaljung and follows the Tamor River through traditional Limbu villages. Along the way, you will see many ancient monasteries, stupas, and chautans, as well as beautiful Limbu architecture. One of the best parts of the Kanchenjunga Circuit Trek is the chance to visit the villages of Nza and Kambakan, which are located at high altitude and provide a unique opportunity to experience the traditional way of life of the Sherpa and Limbu people who live in this region. You will also visit the Pangpima Base Camp, which offers stunning views of the Kanchenjunga Massif. As you trek through the region, you will see many traditional Limbu and Sherpa houses and farms and can learn about their way of life. You will also see ancient monasteries and stupas and can learn about the customs and traditions of the people who live in this remote part of the world. The trek offers a unique opportunity to experience the rich cultural heritage of the Kanchenjunga region, as well as some of the most beautiful mountain scenery in the world. To sum up, Nepal has many more treks that allow visitors to experience the rich cultural heritage. Among the best, the Annapurna region offers a unique opportunity to experience the rich cultural heritages that are practiced even today. The cultural heritage trails in the Annapurna region as well as Khumbu region are treasure trove of Gurung and Sherpa culture as well as home of the stunning views of Himalayan peaks. Thank you for watching.